Now, there's no need to go breaking any windows. But if a door's locked and they won't open it, don't hesitate. Give it the business. Any bodies you find, bring them straight down the main hall to me. Any lip, use the shackles. Right, that's it. Come on, load up. Jim, where's Tosh? I mean, he set this up, it's his glory.
Well,
What's the problem?
it's Davy.
This had better be good.
So what's all the excitement about then, Jim?
Well, apparently, the last CID golden boy to raid Spears ended up with a holiday in Her Majesty's prison.
So tell me all about it, Davy.
I'm scared.
We've got him. Here.
There's a whisper he might have heard.
I had to snivel for that warrant.
I know, I'm sorry.
You did what you could.
But we can't stop now. Now, I want Spears. You've offered him on a plate. He's too good to lose.
I thought you'd say that about me.
Don't worry, Tosh. If we get Spears, Davy's got no worries.
Yeah, and if we don't?
We're moving on his tip-off. We'll get him. Right. What's the problem? No problem. Let's go. Go straight round the back. And don't fall in the swimming pool. Right. Probably costing more in bribes to the town hall than you and I earn in a year. Oi, oi. I don't want anyone leaving here.
What's this? Kissogram?
Michael Spears, I'm Detective Inspector Burnside. I have a warrant here to search these premises. We have reason to believe you may be in possession of certain works of art illegally obtained.
Feel free. I'll know if anything goes missing, Mr. Burnside.
The only thing likely to go missing from you is about 20 years. Patrick Jennings.
You've met. This is my barrister, Mr. Burnside.
Expecting trouble, were you?
So this is what you get for pimping paintings?
Makes you think, doesn't it? I bet there's been a few little crimes conceived on here.
Nothing upstairs.
He's got an attic.
Splendid. Inspector, won't you join us for some coffee? You might as well. It's all you're going to get.
Nothing.
Start making lists.
I'm going to see Davy.
Tell him anything he needs.
Terribly embarrassing. Still, I know things can get a bit desperate. Sometimes. If there's anything I can do for you, Mr. Burnside...
You trying to bribe me, Spears?
I really don't have the small change. I mean, whoever dropped you in this really needs a good telling off, doesn't he? But I should let you sort out your own laundry. It's just my sense of civic duty, I suppose.
I begged you, Tosh.
Come on, love.
It was too late.
It wasn't too late. You could have stopped.
I'm sorry, Davy.
Sorry for what? You were just in for the kill. After all these years.
I'm going to see Cooper.
Cooper looked after his snouts. He might have gone down, but he played the game.
That's what I'm hoping.
They're coming back for me, Frank.
We'll stick someone outside.
I'll stay with him.
I'm sorry.
Just get on with it, Burnside.
bang them up. Now they send them to theme parks. Stone me. Ricky Butcher. He'd steal your brains if he thought he could sell them, Carver. Which he probably couldn't. No, money pulling your leg. Took 3 of us to pull him down. Tried to bite my nose off, didn't you? Tony Cooper?
623.
D.I. Burnside, DC Carver, Sunhill CID.
I've got that call you wanted.
Cheers. Take him in there, Jim.
Yeah, as soon as Cooper's file gets here, I'll let you know. Yeah, we'll try and give them a push.
You'll be lucky.
Mike's onto it now.
Ha ha.
Cheers.
Sorry about that.
What's this about?
How are they treating you?
Prison conditions? Oh, it's a gas time of my life. Wouldn't have missed it. What's this about?
We raided Michael Spears this morning. Had a tip-off. Goodwin. You investigated him.
Years ago.
You got to know him.
His operation, Mr. Burnside. I take it you found nothing.
The snout got scared. Tried to stop us.
And failed. And Spears wiped his feet on the warrant, as they say.
It made us look stupid.
Because you were. And what's the problem?
We owe the snout. He's scared.
You mean he's not dead?
He's frightened.
He's lucky.
Anyway, it's down to me.
You don't want a dead snout on your conscience, do you?
He's a good snout. I want Spears.
So what were you looking for?
Stolen art. He's moving up.
He wouldn't keep it in his house.
Where would he keep it?
I don't know, somewhere in Great Britain. He'd never go near it.
Oh, I think he did this time. We've nearly got him, Tony.
It may have escaped your notice, but I'm what they call slammed up. It's a full-time job. I cut up little pieces of cardboard. It's quite exhilarating. We make double glazing frames. Nights I watch television. Except we miss the good bits because we called in for bed checks. So I joined the calligraphy club. But they said they gave it a bad name. I'm a bad name, bit of bad luck, and I'm slammed up. So don't say we.
What's the point? How long are you going to do it? A week? A year?
Until it blows over.
It won't. I'm not much use to you now, am I? You should push me under a bus, and you should know when and where.
Burnside's on to Cooper.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You don't know. Forget it, Tosh. It's all over between us. Go snoop round Spears. Come on, love. We passed our sell-by date.
Davy, what don't I know?
Cooper. He's on to you.
Do you know what it's like in here? Once a copper, that's what they say. Like it was some incurable disease. Maybe it is. For 6 months, I couldn't go to the Kazi without a chorus of nick-nick seeping out of the sewers. Your coming here's just topped it. Cooper's helping his old mates. Well, Cooper isn't. They didn't help him. What are you staring at?
He's young.
Never seen a bent copper? Never knowingly, son. You're frightened.
Tony, you knew Spears, his operation.
I know you'll never get him.
I can get to know him.
And what, way to pounce? You're a kitten stalking a jackal, Burnside.
Can you help?
Why should I?
Your parole's coming up.
Don't threaten me.
I was offering.
Ah, for God's sake, you know what really makes me puke, Burnside? What really makes me puke is I used to be like you.
If I got Spears, he'd go down for 20. And when he goes down, the rats will jump. You know what happens. Every ponce and scrote will stitch him up for anything that moves. One collar. That's all I need. And his crown falls.
And all praise the great inspector. You're a slimy bastard.
Well, you remember that much. We're all jostling for the big ones.
Yeah, stars on our jackets, power, pay rise.
You know the score.
Yeah, for money.
Yeah. But for good money, Cooper.
So what do you want Spears for? New washing machine?
It's not just my socks that stink. That man has turned my ground into a dog's crap yard, and I want him out.
And where will you put him?
Inside.
Where am I now? You'd lock me up with a lion.
They can protect you in here.
Not the screws, nor anyone, you know that. Don't kid me.
If I do get Spears, who's to know you didn't help?
Oh, that's really very cheap. That's very cheap, Burnside. Very CID.
I was only saying.
I know what you're saying. I'd have said it myself when I was honest. The honest plod.
I wouldn't put it about.
If I help you, I've had it. If I don't make any difference. I'd sooner die knowing I didn't, thank you.
There's a call for you.
Stay with him, Jim. Any chance of some tea or something in here?
You never think you'll end up back in uniform.
Afternoon, mate.
I'm fully booked.
Yeah, great. How long have you been working here?
Most of the day.
Have you noticed any activities over there?
Yeah, a matter of fact, yeah.
Like what?
Like about 15 coppers coming out, looking very pissed off.
Cheers. Tosh? Yeah?
Cooper went down for perverting the course of justice, as you know. Yeah, all right. Bribes. Yeah, there's a case on file against him. The thing is, it links him to Spears. Tosh called in and spoke to Alistair. Yeah, hang on.
Right, Gov, it's a bit weak, but it's good enough to keep. Davy seems to think that Cooper's been working directly for Spears for a long time. Before he even joined CID. He sold that years ago. As Davy puts it, the man's rotten down to his little toes.
Thanks, Alistair.
Very impressive piece of detective work. I should say an impressive piece of string.
You've moved something.
I move mountains every day. Might have been a new lawnmower. When was that? No, never mind. I suppose if I said, how long's a piece of string, you'd say...
About 15 years.
Oh, very predictable. If I had half a dozen men like you, Constable, I'd be 6 times as rich.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever you take it to me. How is the police force these days? Paying well? Sure you won't come in for coffee?
Yes, I'm sure.
It's very good. I import it myself. Discover your tastes, Mr. Lyons.
I know my own tastes.
Evidently.
I'd escape if I were you. That's worse than CIDs. So, how does it happen? There you are. The honest plod, Mr. Cooper, CID, on assignment to Spears, doing your job.
How does what happen?
How'd you get bent? Go on, Cooper. What is it, the pressure?
Yes.
And fear? Tell me. Go on.
You take a favour, 2 favours, information for the good of the law, for your own good. Suddenly they promote you. Not just on what he gave you, but it helped. Hard to forget that when they salute you. Then he comes round. And with that little bit of help, well, they don't ask for much. A blind eye, some trivial instance. Then a bit more serious. More help. And you find he's paid off your car.
Then he's paid off your career. Then you get scared. Then it's too late. When Spears goes down, it all goes down. It's only a matter of time, believe me.
Nah, nothing about Spears. He's big. You won't get the star prize for Spears. It's what he runs.
I'd save my snout.
What's a snout?
He trusted me.
Can't have been a very clever snout.
He's my snout.
Yeah.
What if I pulled his firm?
He'd look after them.
And after they got out?
He'd see them all right.
What about while they're inside?
Chocolate bars, washing powder, toothpaste. You can't brush your teeth in here unless someone sends you money.
And what if they're not too popular? What if they need protection?
I don't follow you. What are you saying?
I'm saying, how come you're still walking about? Spears doesn't frighten you, does he? It's the others. The others he's keeping off. He goes down, they'll be at your throat. He's the only thing keeping you alive. Isn't that right, Cooper? I said, isn't that right?
Where were you when I went down?
I didn't know you.
Nobody knew me suddenly.
Nobody likes the smell of a bent copper. Gets in your clothes.
We all smell a little. You more than most, Burnside. What you don't like about me is looking in the mirror. You often see me, don't you? Staring back. Do you ever see me, son?
Oh, yeah. But I squeeze spots.
The joys of youth.
If Spears went down, I'd be dead.
No. If Spears went down, then you'd go down. Then you'd be dead.
What do you mean?
There's a case outstanding against you. I'm a plod. I do my homework.
That's what you get to in the end, is it?
You help me. And I'll make sure your file ends up in the back drawer.
If Spears goes down, I've had it whatever you do for me.
No deal?
I didn't say that. There's always the possibility of a deal, isn't there?
How?
I won't give you Spears. That's the deal. You said it's just a matter of time. But time can be never, right? Could be. I'm offering you something now.
What about my snout?
No, I'm not talking about your snout.
What are you talking about?
You want to make notes? It's a deal we're making, Burnside. It means you forget Spears.
Carry on.
You forget Spears?
Yeah.
You stand to gain a great deal, Burnside. We all stink a little, son.
Jim, give Dashwood a bell. Tell him to hang fire. Tell him everything's under control.
Move it, Constable.
Like I say, he's young.
Tosh,
Yeah?
They got Davy. Hit and run driver, stolen car. He's dead. His wife's in.
Where?
Interview room.
Jill? I don't know what to say.
That's all I can do.
It's a fair whack.
For old times, eh?
What happens if I snag Spears, collaring this lot? I mean, any sensitive areas?
I've got your word.
I've told you. We'll go for a drink when you get out.
Spears is moving up. Stolen art. Foreign art. He's middlemaning. German galleries, cooling off in Britain, shipping out to the States, Japan, Middle East.
Yeah?
He's close to it because it's new. When it's running, he'll pull away. It'll make him big.
So some of it must have passed through his house.
That's right.
Where's the rest of it?
He's got a warehouse in Docklands.
Yeah?
That's all you need.
We go there sometimes.
So does he.
So we need to avoid him. We'll give it a miss. How long?
2 months.
Okay.
We all settled for less in the end. That's half the job. You'll do well, Burnside.
Yeah. So will he. Good nicker.
Burnside. Thanks.
We're all from Hendon.
Gov. Davy's dead.
Nightmare, this place, isn't it? Right, let's go and get Spears.
I thought you'd done a deal.
I only do deals with people that matter.